All right, this is the CBT guitar lesson for David. This is John Lewis with a song called Spent. I'm going with drop C sharp, which is basically a half step down. Think of that half step down on all the strings and then drop D off the top. So the top string is actually a C sharp. This guy, his songwriting is just really abstract. It's different. It's very produced in a different kind of way. Lots of textures and reverb over single notes and melodies and counter stuff going on. As a matter of fact, this has probably one of the most sections I've had in a CBT ever. There's a few that I can think of that would be more, but this, I mean, we got into section 1C, section, I don't know if we got to D, but he does that. There's a lot of parts with John Lewis music, and it doesn't follow a traditional song format of intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, you know, wash, rinse, repeat type thing. He's not like that. And it's different in that aspect, but it makes it a little harder to memorize. So let's jump right in. So drop C sharp is our tuning. And here's the first part. Let's see. Break it all down. He may not play the same part the same way twice as well, so keep that in mind. I tried to structure it to where it's going to make a little more sense for you from that mindset. Section 1A, 0 seconds in, 9E. I'd go third finger, mute the A with the angle of this finger, open D, 7th fret G. Palm mute the top string twice, and then strum all 4. But you should only hear 3, right? Because that should be dead. So you have, and then 7G, slide to 9, and then go to 7D, and then slide off that into middle finger, 7 low E, palm mute twice, and then go 7 mute, open, 6, 7. So it'll go. And then open 6, D and G. Strum them both, bend it a half step, and release. So real slight. And then 9, slide to 7 on the D. Then pinky 5th fret, low E. Palm mute twice. No, you're going to palm mute 3 times. And then strum 5, mute, open 2. So you're going to have to lower your thumb because of that stretch. It's a long ways. Oops. Then, there it is. And then go, you know, arpeggiate it. So your fingers really got to be angled just right. Go E, B, G, D. And then palm mute E, D, E. So you have, and then strum the chord again. And then section 1B, 15 seconds in. It's kind of a play. I was going to have you just do section 1A twice, but it was different enough to where I just wrote it out. It's a little more stripped down of the last part. 7, slide 9 on the E. And once you get there, go open 7, D and G twice. That's at 15 seconds in. Oh, I don't think we have any internet. Dang it. I wanted to check out something. Yeah. Oh, well. So, it's the first chord of section 1A, right? That one. So you're going to go. Let them ring together. 7E, and then open 6, D and G twice. 5 on the low E pinky, open 2, D and G. You're going to have to feel your way through these chord shapes, these 3 chord shapes. I don't know if I would try to follow it note for note. In other words, make sure your chords you know. Oops. And so you don't have to follow every single pick that I do within there, okay? If you're feeling it a little different way, and I don't know if we've done that in any of your CBT lessons yet, it's the freedom you can take as the player. I don't want you to get stuck on, whoa, he's having me hit the 5th fret on the low E in this little arpeggio, and I'm not even hearing it. Make sure your chords are landing in the right spot in that song. That is the most important part. Section 1, and that part will go twice. Section 1C, 46 seconds in, 5th fret A, 7th fret on the G. You can use 3rd or 4th finger. Palm mute the 5th fret A twice, and then strum the D and G string. So you have, then go down up on those as well. And then hit the A palm mute, D and G string, A palm mute. So that up to there it's, and then back to open 7, down, down, up. Okay, so you have, then you're going to do the same thing, but move this up a whole step to 7 and 9. Actually, that one changes a little. You'll go. But you can keep that 9G in there the whole time. What I did was I went 9, and then down up, palm muted the A, and then open 7, palm muted the 7A, and then I went back to the 9G. You don't have to do that in the big scheme of things. There's a lot going on. And then the last one, 5E. This one you can use your index, and you're going to want to bar actually the top 2. Then we'll go palm mute the top one twice, and then strum the 2. So we have, and then down up. This will be down up. Let's see. You can alternate strum all this. Down, up, palm mute the top, up on the chord, and then palm mute the top again. So you have, hit the chord after, and then down, up on the chord. That's the easiest of the bunch. And then 7E, slide to 9. Palm mute the 9, and then open 7 DG, and then down up on the open 7 DG. Go 7th fret barred on the E and A, and go down, up, down, 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 up. Lift the palm mute up halfway through, right here. You'll see 2 times. You'll go back to the beginning of section 1C, and then finish it with barred 5th fret E and A, as well as 7th fret D and G. You can bar it, or you can use 2 fingers. Go. Top 2 strings palm muted. Hit the D and G string. So you have palm mute the top 2, down up, or down up, I mean, instead of down up, down. And then 7th fret, middle finger, down, up, down, palm mute. Open 6, DG, down, down, up. So those last 2 sound like this. Subgroup, man, on those parts. Section 1D, a minute 20. 9 mute, open 7 from the top string down. 3, 4, 7 mute, 7, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 7, 7. That gets a 7 count. 6, 7, and then we go to page 3. Back to 9E. Open 7, D and G, and then strum all of them. 9 mute, open 7. Move that over to 7 mute, open 6. So I'll play it up to there. And then 7, open 6 to 5E with the pinky, and then open 2, D and G, and then strum those 4 from the top down, again, and again, and go right back to 9 mute, open 7. That's where it ends. Minute 54, section 2A, 9th fret, pinky, low E string, and you can start just with those 2 palm muted, but you're gonna need the 5th fret off the A string as well. Oops. There's that, and right back to palm mute, but go down. We'll go. That dun dun dun, that's down, up, down on 9E, 5A, 9E, and then you hit the chord right after it. So it's, and then 9, 5, EA. Same type of beat over 7th fret E and 5th fret A. Go. Okay, this one here, 5th fret barred on the E and A. Same beat, I believe. 2 times though, so we'll go. Alright, and then you go back and play everything again from section 2A. Finally, a repeat at 224. Then at 256, section 2B, palm mute the 9E, and hit it downstroke. And then the main pulse here is EGE, 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 EG. Palm muting the E. Also going down, up, down. Here's what I mean. 7th fret E and A. Palm mute 8 times. So let's play it up to there. 5th fret E, 7th fret D. Do the same beat that you did on the first part of it. A little longer. Much longer. As a matter of fact, you'll go back and forth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times on that part. But that section's a little smoother. 326 timestamp is section 2C, and it's same thing. No palm muting, you'll go. But it's shorter too. You'll go E, E, G, E, E, G, E, slide to 11, and go 11 to 9G to 11E. So it sounds like this. Oops. And with EG. And then it ends with 12, middle finger on the low E, open D, and 11G. Play them in that order. Then do the same strings, but go 11, open 9. So, some really different chords. 5th fret E and A, and then 7th fret. So the ending of that goes. Oops, try it again. Then we go to page 4, section 2D, 336 timestamp. Now this is more distorted. I can up that a little bit here. Okay. First finger, 9th fret E. You're gonna bar it all the way down, or at least the top 3, and then we need 11G. And we need 10B. Palm mute the top string twice and then strum. Actually, it's more like cool sounding chords. And then we're going to go same beat over 7th fret, mute 7, 6. Same beat though. So we have this. Then interesting how he does that. 5th fret E, palm muted 3 times, and then strum 5, 5, 7, 7. So, and then same thing, but it's strum different. 1, 2, 3, more staccato. So that whole section sounds like this. Ah. Okay, you'll have 2 times of that section, and then the end of the second one, you'll just continue on that strum at 403. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times after it should be going. 406 timestamp, section 3A, and this part is 9, 9, 12, E, A, and D, 8 times. To 7, 7, 11. So you're gonna have to lower your thumb 8 times. Let's play just that first. 5, 5, 9. 14 times. And then 7th fret 4 times quick. And then you go right back to this. 5, 5, 7. I'd like to hear that part just for the rhythm of it, and we still have no Wi-Fi, it looks like. Yep. But you'll have this 7 count going on, like, where are we at? 5, 5, and 7. And then from the 5 7s up to the 7, 7, 11. If those extended notes are too crazy, just play the power chord portion. And then all of that 2 times, section 3A. Section 3B, 506 timestamp, palm mute the 9th fret, E and A, go down, down, up, down, down, up. Actually, wait a second here. 7 times of the 9th fret. So actually it's... Then you'll go down, up, down, down, up. So... into 5th fret, palm muted E and A, and we've got 1, 2, 3, down, up, down, up, down. So it's, yeah, kind of arpeggiates the last 3 like E, A, E. You can go, or you can just keep it all chord. And then 2 strums after the pause. You'll do 3 times, follow those double dots and go right back to, off of that 5th fret, but it's kind of in the middle of that section where the down up comes in. That is being repeated. So you'll go. 7th fret slide to 9 on the top. And then that's it. Second guitar, I'll just kind of play. Won't really explain it unless it's something crazy, because there's a lot here. A lot of reverb. Here's what's going on. Oops. 2 on the G at the end. Okay. And that's 1 second in, right from the beginning. Yeah. If you see a number underneath one of the pauses, that's just like you'll see a 6. That means 6 count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 45 seconds in, octaves. 9A, 11G, muting the D. or 9/11's up here. Oh wait, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 times of that. Oops. And then a minute 16, 3rd finger 11G. So we're gonna go. Do that again. 222 timestamp. That's it for that. 231. Yeah, see. That's the first part of it. And then we have, so that whole thing is next one. Next one. It's kind of a repeat of that. Page 5. 251 timestamp. And some of this stuff's in the background, some of it's got tons of effect on it, but it's there. So you have and then 337. Some of these are repeats. And then we have, that one's tough to hear, but it's in there. Okay, 351, he hits a bunch of unison bends. You'll go. Back to unison bends. So it's, and then we have, boy, that's tough to do. .450 timestamp. So you're bending. It's a unison bend, but you're going to do it 8 times. You don't have to bend it 8 times. Bend the first time only. That's 8, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same thing on 17, 19. But only 4 times. So, and then 19B. And then repeat the star. That's just more of the unison bends. And it finishes with, oops. 507. It's a tough one, Dave. This is one of the tougher ones we've done. Take your time with it. Like I said, the most important stuff is chord placement, where it is in the measure and the song, and landing those, because if they're not matched up, it's just going to be really rough. So some of the stuff, if you're not hearing the note where I put it, don't sweat it. If the meat of the chord is there, that's what you're looking for. All right, thanks, Dave.